Welcome back to High-Speed Torah, the only podcast where we take deep Torah and deliver it faster than your group chat explodes after someone says, "So who's bringing the Kegel?" This episode, Sins Causing Torahs, or as we like to call it, when your inside shows up on your outside. The Torah brings the episode of David and Goliath, except not just the slingshot cinematic version. Picture it. On one side, Goliath, 9 feet tall, armor, spear the size of a telephone pole, personal shield guy, probably had his own hype music playing in the background. And on the other side, David, a teen shepherd with no armor, five smooth stones, and a faith level of 1,000. But here's the twist. David says something wild. "You come at me with weapons. I'm coming at you, B'Shem Hashem." Translation: you brought hardware, and I brought Wi-Fi connection to the source. And then, Torah strikes Goliath. Meaning, when someone publicly embarrasses Hashem, when there's Chilul Hashem, sometimes the response isn't just military. It's spiritual exposure. David didn't just defeat a giant. He revealed that power isn't about size. It's about connection. Have you ever argued with someone online who has 47 statistics and 3 screenshots, and you have one clear moral truth? Sometimes the sling wins, robbing the public. Not like Ocean's 11 robbery. More like processing fees, convenience charges, administrative surcharges, inflation adjustments. Tazria says if someone cheats the public, Torah comes, because he doesn't even know who to repay. You wronged everyone. And then the Torah moves into the Meiser. Imagine it. Let me set the scene for you. A neighbor says, "Can I borrow a pound of wheat?" The Meiser says, "I don't have any." Barley? Nope. Dates? Sorry. Mopstick? Never heard of it. Fast forward to the base of Mikdash area. Boom. Torah on his walls. Then the Cohen shows up, says, "Sir, we're going to need to remove all your belongings." Suddenly, the entire town sees, wait, he does have wheat, and barley, and dates, and 3 mopsticks! Hashem's version of it. "Oh, you don't have say? Let's do a public inventory. For measure, you hid your abundance. Now everyone sees it. You ever say I'm broke, but your Amazon history says otherwise?" Yeah. King Uzziyahu was righteous. Solid king, good resume. But then, he thought, you know what would be amazing? If I, the king, personally bring the Torahs. The Kohanim were like, "Your Majesty, with respect, that's not your lane." And he didn't listen. Torah breaks out on his forehead. The forehead, the place of ego. The billboard of pride. Lesson? Not every good idea is your assignment. Sometimes we overstep, not because we're evil, but because we think, if I do more, I'll be more important. And the Torah says, stay in your role. Being a king doesn't make you a Kohen. Being loud doesn't make you right. Having a platform doesn't make you qualified. Relatable? Maybe, maybe not. You ever join a group project and suddenly try to run the whole Seder? Exactly. The Sefer, the Midrash says, arrogance equals idolatry. That sounds extreme, but think about it. Idolatry says something else. Runs the world. Arrogance says, I run the world. Same root problem. When a person thinks their success is self-generated, they shrink Hashem's presence in their awareness. Arrogance isn't confidence. Confidence says, Hashem gave me tools. Arrogance says, look what I have built. Saras is basically Hashem saying, let's reset your signal strength. And, of course, Lashon Hara. Miriam speaks about Moshe, not out of hate, but out of misunderstanding. And still, Saras. Why so strict? Because speech reveals worldview. When we speak negatively, we subtly say, I know the full picture. But we never do. Lashon Hara isn't just gossip. It's acting like you're the editor of reality. And Hashem says, that role is taken. Notice the pattern? The Meiser hides. His house exposes him. The arrogant overreaches. His forehead exposes him. The gossip misunderstands. Her skin exposes her. Goliath mocks. And his weakness exposes him. Taras isn't random punishment. It's internal becoming visible. When your spiritual condition goes public, which honestly is terrifying, but also merciful, because most of the time our flaws stay hidden long enough for us to fix them quietly. Taras only happened in a world where Hashem's presence was that clear. Imagine if today, every time we spoke Lashon Hara, a little white dot appeared on our cheek. Twitter would shut down in less than 3 minutes. Probably even 2 seconds. Now, I'm going to give you guys a challenge for the week. 1. Before saying, I don't have, check if you're protecting ego or protecting resources. 2. Before stepping into someone else's role, ask, is this my avoda? 3. Before speaking about someone, ask, do I know the full story? And if you ever feel like an underdog, remember David. Sometimes, all you need is one smooth stone and strong Wi-Fi to Shemayim. This has been CHAISPEED TORAH, where we keep it fast, real, and slightly uncomfortable. See you next time, and may your walls stay blemish-free. Goodbye.